Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. This is Brightline Fan, and today we are covering rail news from around the globe, specifically from Railway Age. Breaking news: Industrial Development briefs Conagra Brands Tex America Center. They're opening a new distribution center in Fort Worth, Texas. Also, Tex America Center adds locomotive power to support rail growth and tenant demand. Virgin DRPT breaks record in trucks diversion via freight rail programs. AAR U.S. rail traffic up through week 32. Perfect pairing. Well-Estepine Railway Systems Nortrack Universal. Hollow switch tile Unistar HR switch tray. New from Marmon Rail ProTech Mobile Autonomous Tank Car Cleaning. Transit briefs NYMTA, MDOT, NC by train, MBTA. Tour PRT at the 2025 Light Rail Conference. For a European rail car lessor, New Road Health, Tracking Tech. New from KB Signal and Tempest. Freight Rail Equipment Market. Insights with Kate Sopranook and David Nahas. Transit briefs. And people news. Americold celebrates grand opening of first cold storage facility at CPKC Terminal. Progress Rail to expand in KC. Whitetronics teams with Trend Maya. INDOT developing 2025 state rail plan. WNLE be going as ever. A new look at state investments in passenger rail. RPC commissions MPC 15, MP 15CC number 25. NYMTA safest July in subway history, quote unquote. And last but not least, UP New LA Chicago Z train. More on this week's headlines. Industrial Virginia DPRT breaks record in trucks diversion via freight rail programs. The Virginia Department of Rail and Public Transportation announced what it claims it's another record-breaking year in truck diversion, with its freight rail programs allowing the Commonwealth of Virginia to continue. U.S. rail traffic not only rose for the week, U.S. rail traffic up through week 32. U.S. traffic not only rose for the week ending August 9, 2025, versus the same week last year, but also realized modest gain through 2025 first week Association of American Railroads. Perfect pairing. Turnouts and an essential rail network track work component have numerous complex, costly, and labor-intensive maintenance requirements. They also have specific challenges that railroad maintenance of way departments have been dealing with for generations, addressing them. ProTech, described as the rails industry's first mobile autonomous tank car cleaning system, is now available across the U.S. and Canada through Marmon Rail brands UTLX in the United States and Procore in Canada. Transit briefs. Standard & Poor's Global Ratings upgrades New York's Metropolitan Transportation Authority's MTA credit grading. Also, Maryland Department of Transportation awards $500,000 in Purple Line small business grants. North Carolina by train ridership rises in the first half in 2025. And Massachusetts Bay Transportation Authority, MBTA, encouraged riders to take advantage of extended service this fall by offering free fares after 9 p.m. on 5 Fridays and Saturdays. Tour PRT. This year, Railway Age and RTNS are pleased to venture to Pittsburgh on October 1st and 2nd for the much anticipated 2025 Light Rail Conference, featuring a packed lineup of LRT professionals who are significantly influencing today's rail transit. European freight car lessor Armera has deployed load status in motion LSI LSIM technology from Armstead Digital Solutions across cars already equipped with Armstead Digital Telematics. New Tempest KB signaling. A new software application from KB Signaling provides data that goes beyond forecasts and assumptions toward real-time, high-resolution rail temperature and measurements of track forces caused by thermal temperatures. Anyways, freight rail equipment market insights. This podcast, taken from Railway Age's 2025 Rail Insights Conference, it features Kate Supernuk, President of Leasing and Manufacturing, Union Tank Car Company, and Procore. Marmon in conversation with David Nahas. Transit briefs. Bay Area transit agencies to improve transfers with the latest Big Sync schedule update. Also, the Maryland Department of Transportation MDOT advances transit-oriented development TOD at the Bowie State MARC station. The South Florida Regional Transportation Authority launches a unified mobile app for regional transit, and the Honolulu Authority for Rapid Transportation, HART, breaks ground for the $1.66 billion phase of the Skyline Rail project. Kellis elevates John Killian to CEO of Kellis Commuter Services. Also, Hotstart hires Satanu Singh Devnath as Chief Revenue Officer. Actelis Networks Incorporated taps Mark Duvall as Chief Revenue Officer. America's Remprex Incorporated names Gary Long as President and CEO, and Wilson also brings on Thomas Ted Dunlap as of counsel. American Realty Trust on August 12th celebrated the grand opening of its new import-export hub in Kansas City, Missouri. Progress Rail announced that it will expand in Kansas City by making a multi-billion-dollar investment to convert its Kansas City, Missouri production facility into a remanufacturing facility. The expansion is expected to create 85 new jobs. Ytronics teams with Crenmaya. Bolingbrook, Illinois-based Ytronics on August 8th reported a new multi-year partnership with Crenmaya to announce remote monitoring, AI-based analytics, and video intelligence to its locomotive fleet in Mexico's Yucatan Peninsula. INDOT, the Indiana Department of Transportation, is seeking public input on the development of a 2025 rail plan. The SRP, encompassing Class 1s, 2s, and 3s, Amtrak Northern Indiana Commuter Transportation District, and 5 tourist railroads, will outline freight and passenger rail planning activities that the department said will achieve the state's objective to provide a safe, efficient, and convenient transportation system and guide future investment decisions. Feedback is due September 10th. WNLE. Call it the little railroad that did and does and know that twice that the previous century it attracted iconic Wall Street titans nurturing seamless transcontinental schemes. A new look at state investments. As I pack for the trip to New Orleans, Louisiana to cover the inaugural run of the Amtrak Mardi Gras service between New Orleans and Mobile, I am thinking about state-supported passenger trains. RPRC, the Richmond Pacific Railroad Corporation, a division of 11 Richmond Terminal Corp, has recommended one of its legacy's EMD switchers locomotives as a repowered EPA Tier 4 compliant unit, Western Rail Incorporated designed. The MTA on August 10th announced that July 2025 was the safest July in recorded history for the New York City transit subway system, with an 8% drop in overall major felony crimes compared to July 2024. And last but not least, UP. Beginning September 3, Union Pacific is expanding its C-Train network with a new domestic intermodal service connecting its Inland Empire Intermodal Terminal in Southern California directly with its Global 2 Intermodal Terminal in Los Angeles. For more information, please visit railwayage.com and please like, comment, share, and subscribe to the channel. This is Brightline Fan signing off. Till next week.